If you expected a difficult adaptation for Hamilton and his new team, you might be mistaken. The seven-time champion has already had his first real experience with the SF-25 at the Fiorano circuit and was impressed with the car's stability. But the most interesting part is what this could mean for Ferrari this season. Many thought Hamilton would need time to get used to a completely different car from the ones he drove at Mercedes for over a decade. But what if this transition is happening faster than anyone imagined? There's more. Ferrari may have gained 0.4 seconds per lap compared to the SF-24. If this is confirmed in Bahrain testing, the team could finally be on the same level as Red Bull and McLaren in the title fight. Now let's dive into what happened during Hamilton's first shakedown with Ferrari and the key revelation that could change everything for the Scuderia. Ferrari wasted no time and took the SF-25 to the track right after the F175 live event in London. As is tradition, Charles Leclerc was the first to drive the new car, completing around 30 laps. He noted that the SF-25 feels more balanced and predictable than its predecessor, an essential improvement to address Ferrari's biggest weaknesses in 2024, such as braking instability and tire management. After his session, Leclerc handed the car over to Hamilton. The British driver, fully suited up in Ferrari gear, stepped into the SF-25 at 12:47 p.m. local time, receiving applause from the tifosi present in Fiorano. Hamilton started cautiously, studying the braking points, throttle response, and car balance. But after a few laps, he began to push harder, and that's when the big surprise came. According to Ferrari insiders, Hamilton was impressed by three key aspects of the SF-25. Braking stability. He found the car much more stable than recent Mercedes models, allowing him to carry more speed through corners. This could give Hamilton more confidence in attacking and defending positions, something Mercedes has struggled with in recent years. Power delivery. Hamilton praised the Ferrari engine's response, which he said feels smoother and more efficient in energy distribution. This could be a key advantage in races, helping with traction and tire conservation over a stint. Improved rear-end grip. Ferrari has worked hard to improve rear stability by adjusting suspension and aerodynamics. The result? Hamilton felt much more confident pushing the car to its limits, especially in high-speed corners. But the big question remains, is this enough to challenge Red Bull? Lap times and Ferrari's possible revolution. According to Formula One Dotted, Leclerc set a lap time in the 56.6-second range, very close to the all-time Fiorano track record held by Michael Schumacher, 55.999 seconds. For longtime Formula One followers, this could be a strong indication that Ferrari has made a significant breakthrough. If a shakedown with non-official tires and cold temperatures already delivered such competitive lap times, imagine what this car could do in preseason testing in Bahrain. The rumor of Ferrari gaining 0.4 seconds per lap is gaining even more traction. If this figure is confirmed, it means the Scuderia could finally be on the same level as Red Bull and McLaren. The big unknown is not just whether the SF-25 will be competitive, but also how Hamilton and Leclerc will handle this internal battle. Hamilton versus Leclerc. Who will lead Ferrari? If Ferrari has indeed built a winning car, the next major question will be how the team manages the rivalry between Hamilton and Leclerc. Leclerc has been with the team since 2019 and knows Ferrari inside out. Meanwhile, Hamilton, despite being one of the most experienced drivers on the grid, still needs to adapt to the team's philosophy and the SF-25. Ferrari team principal Frédéric Vasseur has already guaranteed that both drivers will start the season with equal treatment. However, Ferrari has a history of favoring one driver if they emerge as the clear leader early on. If Leclerc extracts more from the car in the opening races, the team may lean towards the Monegasque. But if Hamilton quickly shows superior performance, Ferrari could back him as their best title contender since Fernando Alonso's era. The big question now is, can Hamilton adapt quickly enough to challenge Verstappen in 2025? Or will Leclerc have the upper hand within the team? What to expect from Ferrari in preseason testing? Ferrari has already shown promising signs, but the real test will come in Bahrain, where the SF-25 will go up against Red Bull, McLaren, and Mercedes in real race conditions. If the Fiorano lap times translate to Bahrain, we could be about to witness Ferrari's strongest season in years. But if hidden issues emerge, the team could once again lose ground as the season progresses. Now we want to hear from you. Has Ferrari finally built a title-contending car? Can Hamilton adapt quickly and become the team leader? Or will Leclerc take the early advantage in this internal battle? Leave your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to Formula One News to stay updated on this new Ferrari era. If you think Lewis Hamilton is solely focused on securing his 8th world title, you might be mistaken. The 7-time champion has made it clear that his biggest ambition with Ferrari isn't just breaking personal records, but restoring the Scuderia to the top of Formula One. But does that mean he's not thinking about the all-time championship record? And more importantly, will he have a car capable of fighting for the title in 2025? Let's break it down. Hamilton wants to be the man who revives Ferrari's glory. Every F1 fan knows that Ferrari is more than just a team. It's a racing institution. Winning with the Scuderia means joining an elite group of legends, including Michael Schumacher and Niki Lauda. Hamilton understands this better than anyone and appears fully committed to building that legacy. For me, the most important thing is winning with Ferrari. I'm not thinking about number 8, I'm thinking about the first championship this team can win in a long time. How can I contribute to that? How can I help them achieve it? So while an 8th driver's title would place Hamilton as the most successful driver in F1 history, bringing Ferrari back to the top after nearly 2 decades might carry even greater historical weight. But can it really happen? But what if title number 8 comes along the way? Now let's be realistic. If Hamilton finds himself in the title fight, he won't simply ignore the opportunity to surpass Schumacher. This could be a strategic move. He knows that in order to beat Verstappen and Red Bull, he needs a strong and united Ferrari. And here's something that may surprise a lot of people. Does Ferrari actually have a shot at the title? Early reports from the SF-25's initial testing suggest that the car has made significant improvements over the SF-24. Inside sources claim Ferrari has found up to 0.4 seconds per lap, potentially putting them on the same level as Red Bull and McLaren. If these gains are confirmed in preseason testing in Bahrain, Hamilton could have his best title shot since 2021. And even if he does win in 2025, don't expect him to retire anytime soon. Hamilton himself made that clear. If I'm fortunate enough to win another championship, which of course is what we're aiming for, I don't see myself stopping. This means we could see an even more motivated Hamilton, ready to build a lasting legacy at Ferrari, much like Schumacher did in the early 2000s. But to achieve that, he'll have to overcome a major challenge: Charles Leclerc. It won't be easy, and Hamilton knows that. Even with all this optimism, Hamilton is fully aware of the challenge ahead. He knows that F1 history is full of great teams that had everything needed to win, but failed to turn potential into championships. I've been fortunate to work with 2 great teams before, and as we've seen in F1 history, there have been amazing teams that, for various reasons, just didn't manage to win a world title. Ferrari seems to be on the right track, but the real question is the SF-25 truly strong enough to challenge Verstappen's Red Bull? And perhaps an even bigger question, if the car is competitive, can Hamilton assert himself as Ferrari's team leader over Leclerc? Ferrari has stated that both drivers will be treated equally at the start of the season, but we all know how Formula One works. If one driver establishes themselves as the dominant force early on, the team may start favoring them. So here's the ultimate question. Can Hamilton adapt quickly enough to become Ferrari's #1 driver? Or will Leclerc's experience within the team give him the upper hand?